In November of 2018, I had a dream. And in my dream, I was in Washington, D.C., and I looked up and bombs were falling from the sky everywhere. And these bombs fell all night long. And when the sun rose, there was nothing but rubble left. And I looked up again, and Russian and Chinese troops were descending from the sky, and they were going around, and any survivors that were left, they were shooting.
Today is November 12th, 2017. I wanted to share with everyone some warnings from God. Some of the dreams I've been having. I've been having too many to count. There were planes crashing all over the place. We were being invaded. These planes just crash landed out of nowhere, totally unexpected in the United States of America. And out came foreign troops. The troops were from China and from Russia.
I just heard something the other day, a good brother, Philip Blair, Torch of Christ Ministry. He had a dream the other night about how he saw Russian warplanes. He also saw some things too. He saw something about a invasion of Russian and Chinese forces. I believe we're really at the end. Jesus is coming soon. It's time to be ready. And the message is going forth. There's a lot of men of God out there that are speaking the same thing, and Jesus is trying to get his church ready.
I had a very elaborate dream about the United States of America and specifically the President Joe Biden. In this dream, we were in a theatrical setting and we were acting out a play. Joe Biden was the lead actor and I seemed to be acting a supportive role. In this play, he seemed to need a lot of support and he had a very closely knit support network. While we were playing, suddenly we saw security agencies come in and I saw whispers and all of that, and all of a sudden Joe Biden had to be evacuated. Later, I learned in the dream that there was an external attack on the United States and the attackers were closing in and they wanted to take the president, Joe Biden, out of the country.
The Lord has been showing me wars coming to our country, and he's been showing me Chinese and Russian troops on our soil, and there's a lot of talk about this going around right now, and people have had dreams and seen things, and so I just feel like I've got pieces as well, and so I want to share those pieces too. So
the Lord came to me in the morning dream last night, saints. I saw these jet planes and these cargo planes emerge, and out of the jet planes and cargo planes came men in parachutes, in droves. They began to invade America. And I remember videotaping it and getting ready to upload it on YouTube. And I was reminded of Russia. And I remember telling my auntie, look what's happening. Do you see what's happening? And she was nonchalant about it. And she said, oh yeah, airplanes. I said, no. Do you see what's going on? God is allowing this to happen. He's bringing judgment on America. A foreign military is about to invade. And I remember telling my brother the same exact thing. Do you see what's going on? Do you see what's happening? Do you see what's taking place? And he was nonchalant about it. And I remember slapping him as to wake him up. Man, look, we are about to be invaded. And this dream was so real, saints. It was modern day, but it looked like America was desolate. Like a reset button had taken place to make it look like old times. It's time to repent. It doesn't matter who's in office. America's fate is sealed. Take it to the Lord in prayer. We will be invaded soon.
And I drew them out so you guys can really see what I'm talking about here. And I put these dreams in order because when I had these dreams, they didn't make sense until I had all of them and I kind of pieced them together piece by piece. So if I put the dreams together, this is the first dream. So this is my house and my family and my yard, and we have this little patio and my mom's car and the weather, you know, up here in the sky. Now in this dream there's US soldiers that came to my house. My family is outside and I'm right here, and here's my dad little sisters and my mom. Now, in the dream, my dad came outside and said, "What's going on here, sir?" to a U.S. soldier, and he said, "America is in trouble. Evacuate soon. You don't have much longer." Now, also in the dream, he was talking about the 7 seals, which is in Revelation, the last book of the Bible. Now, second dream I had, which kind of adds on to the last dream a lot. Now, the U.S. soldier said that America's gonna get invaded. Now, in this dream, it's, again, me and my family. My mom and my dad are driving. My 2 little sisters are in the back seat, like the flatbed of my dad's truck. Same truck he has now, so if this happens, I think it's gonna be soon. But it's the landscape, the road that we're on, the woods, look like Missouri. And I live in Oklahoma. I was living in Missouri. It doesn't make sense yet, but if I go there and visit, this happens, my dream would make sense. Now, in this dream, we were driving down the road, this country road, to go somewhere, and my mom said to my dad, "Go faster." My dad says, "We're going 100 miles per hour in his Ford Ranger." And I was talking to my little sisters, and I said, and my family, I said, "It's about to touch down." And when I said that in the dream, I didn't understand. Then we looked up and we saw this missile coming from the sky. We didn't have much time. And we heard on the radio, the news guy, he was telling us, "Take cover, pray, something's coming, this is not good." And then it cut in between the news guy and the people speaking a different language. And after that, the radio cut off and I heard shh. We looked off in the distance. There's a massive explosion, like a nuclear bomb. And it was from this missile. So it makes sense with my first dream, how the soldier said, "We're about to get invaded." I suppose that whoever invades us, which I'll talk about then in the next dream, right here, would be Russia and China.
And there were Russian soldiers outside the building, and there was a lady registering people.
In this dream, something about it struck me as being from God and not just a random dream. So, but this one I had at the end of May, and in it I was looking out at a lagoon of sorts, like a pond surrounded by rainforest or jungle. As soon as I saw it, I got really scared. I immediately knew, I said to myself, "That's China."
Had a dream this morning, about 3-something this morning, that I saw the Russian troops roll in our community in this United States of America. And I was shocked. I mean, they rolled in. I mean, they were rolling the trucks on in. Seen the men get out.